schools, with the city council about housing and policy issues, with the police department about crime and safety issues, with housing officials about getting more affordable housing, or with healthcare officials in the county about improving healthcare quality.
But in East Palo Alto tonight, hundreds of people came out to demand a safer community.
Under the leadership of a coalition of churches, residents gathered tonight to voice their fears that crime is getting worse in East Palo Alto.
City Hall in East Palo Alto tonight demanding the city council impose a rent freeze. They're tenants of two large apartment complexes where the rent could go up $300.
We do the homework, we ask the serious questions, we don't waste people's time, we have a faith base, and we're serious. We're not going to go away.
People of faith do not base their actions merely on goodwill. Good intentions and well-meaning individuals are like reeds blowing in the wind. People of faith have found a rock. And it's on that rock that they stand together.
That is the work of Peninsula Interfaith Action. That wherever we find something that is less than what it should be in our community, that we seek to heal it.
In February of 1997, we had a founding convention in East Palo Alto at St. Francis Church where 350 people attended from 15 congregations who all pledged to be and covenanted to be part of this new organization on the peninsula, committed annual dues to the effort, and said we're going to create an organizing ministry in our church and in our community.
Look around. The peninsula is united tonight, a bridge across racial, ethnic, religious, and economic differences. We come together as Peninsula Interfaith Action, PIA, as a strong voice for justice and change in our community.
We can't do it alone. It takes a team effort. And the team effort, it started here with PIA, though. We are the beginner of a push for social justice.
The folks there were working people who had come from working long days, and clearly they were still in their work clothes. Some had children. As the evening wore on, children were falling asleep in their parents' arms. But these folks had prepared a series of questions for me as a HUD official coming in about their community, and they wanted answers, and it was quite remarkable.
A given community will look at PIA and say, oh, they're a they're a social justice organization dealing with health issues, or they're a social justice organization dealing with housing issues, or whatever. It'll always be, they're a social justice organization dealing with, and then, fill in the blank, it's some real issue that affects people's lives.
The power to create change rests in healthy relationships. And a lot of organizations for change agents, many of which are quite effective, believe that there's an issue out there that we need to address and go after that and form themselves around an issue. We work on issues for change, but we are fundamentally building an organization based on relationships, of justice, of love in the public sense of that, and of caring for our neighbors. And so we spend a lot of time doing one-to-ones. We spend a lot of time with public officials, keeping in touch with them. We spend a lot of time mixing it across racial and faith lines to get acquainted with people that we don't normally spend time with. It's all about community building through relationships, and that's the kind of power we dream to have in our communities.
Because I've worked on these issues, as I said, for many years, and I've tried to get people to come out and to participate in public hearings and this and that, but never have I seen it take off in the way when the faith community gets involved. People come in, they're prepared, they've organized themselves, they know what their messages are, they coordinate with each other, and then when the meeting's over, they follow up.
We are all action leaders, and some of us sometimes will spearhead a certain agenda for that particular time. And it's like a star. When you have multiple points, we all become part of the star.
think we all have a conviction and a faith about things and a hope and concern, and that sometimes it helps to put it all together in a format where you can actually do something about what you believe and what you talk about. And sometimes that takes, you know, a very organized individual to help you to put yourselves together and to go from being of like-minded to doing something about it and reaching out to others.
Leaders that are expressions of some constituency are fundamentally more valuable to the community because they speak, I don't mean speak for, meaning the other people don't get to speak, but they're the tip of an iceberg.
The people who have become part of PIA, I have seen them grow, really flower and flourish over a period of a couple of years. People who are very quiet, not involved in any social issues at all, came into PIA and all of a sudden they took off. And it was a new dimension of their faith. It was faith in action.
It's helped me fulfill a spiritual need that I've been missing in my life for such a long time, and it makes me feel really good about what I'm doing. And not only that, it's a great, very positive example that I'm showing to my children.
Any church that really wants to be a church of its people, with its people, for its people, needs to take a look at faith-based community organizing, because I think that it offers a tool to that pastor, to that community, to that faith-believing community, that basically says we can make a difference, and if we want to, we will. And if we get enough people involved, we can share the work and share the joy and have the experience of change.
I can tell you what I observed from my work in East Palo Alto. There were many things that would not have happened if PIA had not come to town. By organizing people to stand up and have a voice, PIA actually changed what is going on in this community. It is giving hope to people. It is making real change in real people's lives, from the educational system to the housing that's available to the social services, and now a grocery store is coming to town. And it would not have happened without Peninsula Interfaith Action, I can tell you.
But there are great debates, but you have to be engaged in the debate. If you're not there and engaged in it, then the values that you hold might not be spoken for. Someone else may be able to speak those values, but they're not going to say it the way you do. That's why the action part of Peninsula Interfaith Action is so important.
Everybody, good evening. My name is Lisa Senatras. Pleasure to be here.
Hi, I'm Hannah Peterson from Etz Chaim.
Hi, I'm Karen Anderson from St. Thomas Aquinas in Palo Alto.
My name is Mark. I'm from St. Cyprian Parish. And
Roger Willie of Woodside Road United Methodist Church.
Hi, I'm Edie Keating with the Palo Alto Unitarian Universalist Church.
So, in the presence of this sacred community, I offer this blessing. Makor HaChayim, Ve'oseh HaShalom, source of life, maker of peace, with the joy of community, the gift of diversity, and the vision of harmony, we offer you our grateful thanks. We thank you for enabling us to devote ourselves to sacred service and inspiring us to repair our broken world. We pray for the day when economic injustice and poverty are no more. But until that day, we will continue to heed your call to justice and equality and try to live up to the potential with which you have endowed each one of us to make our community a better place.
Everybody out there who sees this video, I want you to know there is hope in this world. There is a chance for us to make the world better. How's that? You join a faith-based nonprofit, one like PIA, if you're in the San Mateo County, or we have sister organizations throughout California. Get involved into these organizations, help out, and you will be surprised what you can accomplish and what the people in your community can accomplish. So don't just think it's for you. Tell a neighbor.